Welcome back to OtakuDaiKun. We're going to be continuing Lostbelt 6. They changed your schedule, so you're going to be here for a short time. Aw. Well, thank you for stopping by and saying hello. That definitely helps. That's cool. I very much appreciate it. I'm going to roll for Koyanskaya, but she's not for a while, right? You're happy that Nasu retconned lore from Angel Notes? Yeah, seeing the word A-rays was kind of weird. I'm like, dude, Nasu, not everyone's read your weird little, like, ancient short story that you wrote in, like, college or whatever. I don't know, like, in his youth, basically. It was, like, before he became big. He's like, I still want everyone to know what I wrote that far back. Yeah. If he's going to put it in, he should recontextualize it for the Fate verse, at least. Or make sure that the much more clear definition is in Fate, as opposed to the more obscure work. No worries. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, we're going to continue Lostbelt 6. Let's see what we did when we left off. So, obviously we went to Gloucester on the rumor that Mashu would be sold at an auction. So we go and try to buy her at an auction, and it turns out that the person with an iron weapon wasn't actually Mashu, it was frickin' Muramasa. And so even though he's working for the alien god, he is under orders to slay Morgan Le Fay. So even though he's like our enemy, we recruited him. And we're working temporarily together on a common goal. Meanwhile, Mashu is actually being taken to, I forgot where it was, one of the other towns. And it's where... I always forget the name. Freaking NTR Lion... big white lion dude, is planning a rebellion against Morgan Le Fay. And he decides to marry Mashu. Boggart, thank you. Yes, Boggart marries Mashu informally to give hope to his people, basically. And then he tries to, like, sleep with her that same night, and it's like crazy NTR trauma center for that, but she instinctively like shoves him so hard he goes flying through the hallway, through the wall, outside the castle, and down like a cliff. And so now he's like terrified of her, kind of. He's not gonna try to have sex with her anymore after that. So yeah, but he's getting all excited to do his rebellion, only not to realize that Morgan has sent not just one, but all three of the Tam Lin. Yeah, he tells the guard, you saw nothing. So right now we're in the middle of NTR Lion Boggart getting screwed, absolutely screwed, by Morgan's army. Meanwhile, our party, Ritska and all, are hanging out in the home base of sorts in the Welsh woods of Oberon, hanging out with his weird little forest creatures. Yeah, dude, you asked that question and then asked me to see it so fast, I couldn't possibly respond to it in time. Maybe Rena from Higurashi, I guess. Sheffield, that's where we're at. Was my day like? Nothing too crazy. It's doing good, though. Oh yeah, well, my 4K copy of the Violet Evergarden movie came in. I'm super excited about that. What is NTR? It stands for Netorare, which is a trope. It basically is like cuckolding and cheating. So it's sort of like weird people who get off to seeing like their girlfriends like get screwed by like some other guy. The more demeaning, the better, I guess, for some people. Like the final Violet Evergarden movie. So one of them is free. So Violet Evergarden is now officially free from Netflix jail. Like, I mean, you still can only stream it on Netflix, but you can actually buy the entire series now on Blu-ray, which is making me very sad. You know, if the artwork's good, I really don't mind NTR, because kind of the point is it's not my girlfriend, it's someone else's. So if you can distance yourself from that, just like, you know, fiction is fiction, then it's just like a really messed up kind of smexy story. Anyway, let the show begin. All troops are in position, Lady Gawain. What would you have us do? Remain on standby until the messenger we sent to Boggart returns. Tell Tristan's forces to do the same. What is Lancelot doing? Lady Lancelot is standing by in the air. She says she'll drop into the castle once the fighting begins. You watch my streams in public? Well, that's just culture. That's just culture. I'm not that not NTR, NSFW or anything like that. The Queen's orders were to cleanse Sheffield thoroughly, in addition to Boggart's army. Everyone in the castle, military or otherwise, will be considered targets for Lady Lancelot. Fine. We don't need them lined up anyway. Tell Lancelot to drop back on the gate when the time comes. If they try to let the Child of Prophecy escape, that's where they'll do it. And of course they think that Mashu is the Child of Prophecy, even though she's not. That's Artoria. Boggart, if you open your gates to us now, this can all end without bloodshed. Don't make me use my horn on you. Don't make me use my horn on you. I'm gonna do it. Barbary pirates? It doesn't ring a bell. The Cult of Ussi? That's funny. Look at your forces and look at ours. You're a rational fairy. You must see that resistance would be few. Incoming message, my lady. He says to frick off. The messenger we sent to Sheffield just returned with Boggart's reply. Can I cook food for myself? If I try hard enough, yes. I mean, obviously there's like simple dishes I can do, but no, I don't like cook. I mostly eat like frozen veggies and chicken because I need something that's inexpensive, healthy, doesn't go bad, and I can eat whenever the hell I need to do it. Oh yeah, Lostbelt 6 has been pretty fun. It says, there's no Child of Prophecy in my castle. All you'll find here is contempt for the Queen. Ooh, them's fighting words. This castle and I are one. If I should return to Earth, its purpose will also come to an end. That's all he wrote. That fool. Squads 1 and 2, ready your siege gear. Sheffield's ramparts will be difficult to break through. They may be even more formidable than my foul weather. Be prepared for casualties as high as 20%. Your foul weather? That's weird. Yes, my lady. We are prepared to accept any fate in the name of the Queen. Missing Ari-chan? Yeah. Well, I'm probably going to see her tomorrow after my stream. Damn you, Boggart! Your reach exceeds your grasp. Did you really think Her Majesty would give Sheffield special treatment simply because it keeps Knocknarea in check? You were a fool to underestimate us. We don't need to ambush Knocknarea to keep Camelot safe from her. No truly capable leader in your position would have made such a grievous error in judgment. Your time is over, you old fool. All that remains now is for me to put you out of your misery. You have any advice for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for a new player? Yes, I do, actually. It sucks, but... what is his name? Rock? When you meet Vandam and his blade Rock eventually will join your party, you kind of need Rock because Rock is one of the very only early game blades that can actually do a topple, I believe. Or not a topple, a launch or something. Because there's the driver combo, so it's you break them, you topple them, you launch them, and then you smash them down. you know, and you repeat that cycle for massive damage. And if you don't have the right blades to do that, you just are missing out on a huge chunk of damage that you won't get to touch until much later in the game. So yeah. What outfit went hard? What are we talking about? Then there's also, what is it, the Summer Games Fest going on right now, apparently. I wonder if there's any, like, apparently there's supposed to be news, of, Final Fantasy VII Remake is kind of the thing maybe they're gonna announce. That would be kind of cool. Aw, thank you, hermano. dai-chan also have her own channel. She doesn't upload... No, it's not like regular. She has a channel, but it's like old school projects and things like that. Assemble the troops. Prepare to hold the... Wait, whoops.
Assemble the troops. Prepare to hold the castle. Send word to Nagnarea. Tell her we can hold out on our own for 2 days. And send backup before then.
At Boggart's command, Sheffield began its true battle. Many high-ranking fairies said no one told them all 3 Tam Lin would be there, and that they should just give up the Child of Prophecy. But Boggart quickly put an end to their descent. It wasn't clear whether he did it because he didn't want the Child of Prophecy to protect him, or because he wanted to save her as a last resort. I read about the Barbary pirates, I just don't know if fate's ever going to touch him. Whatever her reasons were, his decision was correct. If they had given up the Child of Prophecy, every fairy in Sheffield would have been cruelly slaughtered that much sooner. So they're liars, huh? Report from the sentry tower! The enemy siege weapons are burning the ramparts. They've already... Kana! Come here, you little feisty dog. I think she's fighting with the cat. Baldur's Gate 3, huh? Dude, Baldur's Gate is such an old franchise. Interesting that they're on their 3rd entry, but I remember, like, what was it, like Shadows of Am or something on PS2? As far as I remember, it's kind of like Diablo-ish. How's my dog doing? Great. How'd the dog do? Yeah, she's great. She's doing very well. She spent the night over with Ari-chan, so she's very happy. Tam Lin Lancelot is loitering drone, sent by Morgan as part of a special military operation to liberate Sheffield and end a genocide of Fett. Yeah. The enemy siege weapons are burning the ramparts. They've already burned through 1 layer of tree bark. It's built out of tree bark? The Earth Clan fairies are using oak trees to reinforce the walls, but at this rate, they won't last the night. They need immediate backup. The soldiers stationed atop the ramparts have their hands full fending off invaders scaling the walls. We outnumber them now, but they're better trained than we are. It's only a matter of time until they outnumber us as well. An FF7 gacha game? A gacha game? I didn't hear about that. I knew they were doing, like, the remake we all wanted for FF7, but with, like, chibi art graphics on a mobile platform. Is that supposed to have gacha elements? That's disgusting if so. Dawson, what do you think of what was done to Rika and Higurashi Go? It was bad. I think that whole thing was a mess. That's all I'll say there. What class would Cosmos from Xenosaga be? Huh. Maybe like an archer, I don't know. Whatever you consider like her X-Buster. As her noble phantasm or something. Honkai is making another game? Didn't they just do Star Rail though? What the hell? They're supposed to bring Zenless Zone Zero, but that's still in like... They put a beta out like ages ago. What do you think of the Final Fantasy VII Remake? As a game, I really love it. I hate the ending, and it bodes strangely for the future, so Whether or not this new one is going to be any good depends entirely. It's uncharted territory. Star Rail's been out for a little while now, though, right? I'm seeing ads for it everywhere. So far, the fighting is yet to reach the town, thanks to our soldiers' valiant efforts, but... Have I played Fear and Hunger? I watched it. I'm very fascinated with RPG Maker games. I want to make one of my own. I have made games of my own in the past. In fact, I made a survival horror game called Salvation, which I believe people can still download. I have a video showing off like a little bit of it. It was a survival horror I made for dai-chan, where it's kind of like Alien Isolation, but it happened before Alien Isolation. So I had that idea of being chased down by an alien creature in a spaceship. It was really cool, you know, it'd follow you from room to room, it's constantly looking for you. It was pretty crazy. So that's available. But yeah, Fear and Hunger seems intense. What kind of game would you make in RPG Maker? It really depends on the things that I could make. Part of me thinks almost like a first-person mecha style, like visual novel. The cutscenes in the battle cutscenes would be kind of like the hub mode of Zone of the Enders 2, where you have like cut-ins from the people on the radio, so you'd still see all the anime characters and stuff, but you would have fighting in like a first person, and it would fight maybe a little more similar to how like Xenosaga 3's battle system would be. Obviously you can't like completely replicate that in RPG Maker, but you could do, you know, it would be inspired by, I suppose. And so it would be about building your mechs by equipping like a primary weapon, secondary weapon, shield, things like that. Even your co-pilot who would have unique abilities. I can't remember if the SAX or the SAX had like pre-scripted encounters or whatnot, but no, I didn't have time to check out character AI. I was working on memes videos after my stream last night, so I've been pretty busy.
What was that? Did Gawain just break in on her own?
Lancelot is attacking from above. She's destroying the barracks. You guys are fucked. It's no use, she's too fast for even the Wind Clan fairies to track. There's no way we can shoot her down.
Get her down to the ground even if you have to destroy one of the barracks. Lancelot is like a bee, all speed and no power.
I don't believe you for a second.
As long as we can ground her, I can easily.
She's gonna like crash through the wall.
Now what is it? Did they just fire a cannon at us?
No, sir, it's Gawain. Her big titty energy are like a cannon. She's using her guillotine on the main gate. She already burned through the gate's bark down to the 10th layer. Stop making your gates out of bark, dude. We'll never be able to regrow it in time if she keeps hammering on it. Oh wait, they said it was made out of like the world tree or something, so maybe it's like better than your typical bark.
Damn that girl! What about the castle grounds? Are the soldiers in formation?
No, sir, the citizens are so panicked they keep getting in the way. Ah, shit. Some fairies are even starting to riot, demanding that we let them out the rear gate.
Whatever you do, do not open the rear gate. That is where our anus is vulnerable. If even one fairy makes it out, the whole thing will collapse. It's like diarrhea. Never mind the throne room, Captain. Get down there and suppress those riots.
Yes, sir. Let's go, you lot. There's too much chaos at both the ramparts and the castle. We can't fight everywhere at once. Please, Lord Bogart, tell us what to do. You're the one who said he couldn't fight off the Queen's army here. Or are you trying to send out the Child of Prophecy?
I know, damn it! We just need to put out one of those fires, yes? Well, we've got a Magecraft cannon of our own.
You don't even know if you can use it.
Let's see what kind of power the Child of Prophecy truly has.
Like, they kept telling us we couldn't use it after, after Olympus. Enraged, Bogart ran to the iron cylinder mounted on the castle keep as fast as his legs could carry him. He didn't think that alone would actually change the battle's course. At best, he hoped that it might provide an opportunity to turn the tide. Little did he know that that fateful pull of the trigger would be the beginning of Sheffield's end. My favorite season? Would probably be the first, where it's the scariest, you know? The attack that would transform the battle from a siege into a scene of pure annihilation. Yeah, how the hell is he able to get rid of this? Like, I thought Black Barrel wasn't functioning. Are you not gonna show it? Well, luckily I have plenty of experience making RPG Maker games. I've been using it since, like, the 2000 version, ages ago. I think it's Black Barrel, yeah. It's supposed to be Black Barrel. I've been watching Oshinoko. I might not, I'm at least one episode behind, so careful with spoilers. But yeah, no, it's good. This has been a very good season for anime. The shaft of light that all but exploded from the castle changed everything. The 600 Royal Army soldiers who had been laying siege to the gate vanished in an instant. The Sheffield soldiers who had been fighting valiantly atop the ramparts died on the spot, blood gushing from their bodies. Those fairies merely, what? Merely near the beam's path, breathed their last peacefully, as though they had only fallen asleep. The ramparts, which hadn't so much as budged when struck with Gawain's guillotine, were now completely melted down, barely leaving behind a husk. Even the Tam Lin, who had been standing before the main gate, could no longer be seen amidst the haze of white smoke. "Lady Gawain, she's..." For just a moment, terror gripped the battlefield. Both the Queen's army, who had suddenly lost their will to fight, and the soldiers of Sheffield, who would normally have welcomed the turn of the tide, reeled at the nightmare that had sprung around them. Amidst the white smoke, only a single figure was still standing, though his breathing was shallow and ragged. Who's best girl? I mean, I seems pretty dope. I can't really go against that. But all the characters are very well written. Amidst the white smoke, only a single figure was still standing, though his breathing was shallow and ragged. That face. Lord Bogart.
That was phenomenal! Absolutely phenomenal! Behold, my soldiers! If this isn't fortune smiling on us, I don't know what is! We can win! We can still win! Not even the Tam Lin can touch me while I have this! With this I can obliterate anything that stands in my way! And not just Morgan! I can be rid of that fool Woodrose, knock Nerea from the north, and the Calamity Pool threatening Norwich! This is incredible! Just magnificent!
Though it was right in front of him to see, Bogart remained blind to the truth. He failed to realize how odd it was that the dead Queen's soldiers had vanished without a trace. He failed to notice his own soldiers' painful deaths on the ramparts. He failed to see the fairies who had collapsed near the castle, and the soldiers right next to him who had fallen like withered trees. Mashu, oh, he's using your weapon, which not even you can use. Give it back to her so she can use it. On a god or something, not on people. Black Barrel's intense, though. The child of prophecy fell to her knees in despair, aghast the horrors her sins had brought about. They're not your sins! It wasn't just that she had inadvertently harmed the townspeople she cared so deeply for. Was it the fact that she had brought that cylinder here? That was part of it. Was it her inability to stop Bogart? Certainly that was a part of it too. More than anything, she felt her greatest sin was her own weakness. Her failure to consider the side effect of those she had around on her. Or the reason she was here in the first place, using the loss of her memory as an excuse.
Now, who's next? Where's that accursed Lancelot flying about?
Good luck hitting her.
Here, child of prophecy, come here. You can wield this even more accurately, right? You see that blue bee buzzing around up there? I want you to shoot it down, along with the Queen's army.
Bogart turned, oblivious to what was happening to him. There he saw... Why? Why must I harm this beautiful world?
Huh?
Forget about him, Mash. Come on, we need to get out of here. But what about Lord Bogart? We can't leave him here alone.
Don't you worry about me. You really are weak and useless, aren't you? I have no need for a queen who weeps over war. Go on, take her wherever you like.
There, you see, Bogart made his choice. He'd rather stay here and kill his enemies. What do you want to do? What can you do? I have to help the townspeople escape. Okay, I'd rather just make a break for it myself, but if that's what you want, I'm game. Now come on, let's hurry. See you, Bogart. Don't worry about my tab. I'll be taking your bribe as my bride as my payment. Bogart, please be careful.
Oh, he's sad. He's sad NTR lion. He's so sad.
Lady Gawain, you're all right. I can't believe it. Huh, you can't believe what? Oh, you mean that light round? That was just a beam of hot magical energy. The only threat it posed was a bit of iron poison. It was crude and used without heart. It can't even compare to a single strike from High Queen Morgan. Do I like NTR? I don't mind NTR. Like, in fiction. It also works for a hell of a dramatic plot. Like the NTR rescue. You know, like Final Fantasy X had. Or even the Don Corneo sections and stuff like that. Those are always really crazy. It was crude and used without heart. It can't even compare. Oh wait, you already said that. Now, what are you all doing? And you call yourselves the cream of Camelot's crop? Hurry up and resume your advance. That fool Bogart just destroyed his own town's greatest defense. Now's our chance to seize the castle. Pay no heed to the ones fleeing. All you need to concern yourselves with is Sheffield's castle. Hooray! The Queen's army poured in through the front gates as the soldiers of Sheffield tried to fight back. Some of the townspeople hid in their homes, holding up their hands in surrender when the Queen's soldiers broke in. Others saw that the front gate was lost and scrambled to make their way to the rear one. Here we go again. They really should have made like a CG of Crazy Lion holding the Black Barrel. The Tamlin Gawain remained steadfast at the front gate, glaring at the castle keep a kilometer away. To Bogart, who had become utterly enthralled by the cylinder's sheer destructive power, She may as well have painted a target on herself.
You think you can match this power, girl? You think you can distract me? Cursed Knight of Morgan, let's see how tall you can stand after I fire another shot straight at you.
Distracted by this elation, Boggart failed to realize that the weapon's poison was eating away at him. The weapon's poison, huh? The only things on his mind were his animosity for Gawain, the Tam Lin he despised, and admiration for Barghest's magnificent leadership.
The little girl is...
Become quite the fine knight, he thought, as his lips curled into a smile. At that moment, he recalled the other girl's tears just a brief moment ago. Poor Mashu. For the first time in all his life, Boggart found himself on a battlefield wondering one simple thing. Why? Why was the girl crying? Why had she been so upset? What reason could there possibly have been for such sadness? Try as he might, Boggart could not understand.
What am I saying? This is war, and I have a weapon that can defeat my enemy. Weapons exist to be used. What more is there to consider? Sheffield belongs to me. I'll never let you bastards have so much as a single citizen.
Even as he grew dimly more aware of his true anger laid not with the Tam Lin, but with his own cowardice. Twisted Metal? Oh wait, Twisted Metal's the car game, sorry. I thought you were... For some reason, I would like to see a Metal Slug anime, personally. That would be cool. I always like the girls in that game, but the graphics never show them off all that well outside of portraits. Yeah, but what the hell is Black Barrel even made out of? Boggart placed his increasingly numb finger on the trigger and prepared to fire his last shot. It looks like the castle is still safe. Can we evacuate the townspeople here? We could, but then there'd be nowhere for them to run. They'd all end up either captured or killed. If you really want to save everyone, then we'll need to open the rear gate and secure an escape route for them. Sure, it'll be basically handing Sheffield to the enemy, but that was going to happen sooner or later anyway. The townspeople may not have a lot of great options available to them. But whether they die to the Queen's army, head north to become Knocknarea's slaves, or get lost in the Nightcall's domain, it should at least be their choice. Now come on, Mashu, let's head to the rear gate. Just make sure you run for it if you see a Tam Lin, okay? They're here for you, after all. I will. Let's go, Habitrot. Okay, so if the Black Barrel's made of iron as well, then fair enough. Please, open the gate! The Queen's soldiers are right on our heels! If they catch us, they're gonna tax us! I don't have that much longer left to live! There's no way I'll survive another taxation! Favorite Higurashi ending song? I guess it's like the dun 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 dun, the really sad one. Calm down, we can't open the gate. Besides, it wouldn't change anything. It won't be long now before Lord Boggart sends Queen's army packing. Return to your homes and await his victory. Those of you without homes, head for the castle. We guards can't stay here any longer either. We need to hurry to the front gate. We don't have time for this. We can't go back to our homes. All the fire raining down from above would burn us alive. And the Queen's soldiers are already occupying the castle. Our only choice is to run from it. Knocknarea's army is practically next door, right? I'm sure they'll help us. I don't want a fairy knight as a daughter, man. After all, they're the King clan. Now get out of our way, you useless cretins. Revolt! Lord Bogart can't save us. He's the disappointment of the Fang clan. Yeah, Bogart failed. He's too weak to be a lord. He had no business challenging the queen of all people. You bastards. Oh man, things are boiling, at the boiling point over here, too. First it's the Queen's soldiers, now we have to worry about a possible riot, too. It's not like yelling at the guards is going to do anyone any good, though I do get why they're doing it. Damn it, this way's blocked, too. Bogart sure covered his bases. How about the sewer, Wag? Can we make it out from there? No dice, Rob. There's a wall blocking the way here, too. I know they were probably just trying to seal off ways the enemy could sneak in, but this is overkill. Crap. Then we really don't have a way out of here. What about the rear gate, Wag? Did you see how they open it? Of course, Rob. I've been keeping an eye on the guards here, just like you told me to. There are levers hidden behind the third pillar in both the left and right guardhouses. All we gotta do is raise and lower them. The two of us should be able to manage it. Oh, but be careful not to step on the stake at the lever's foothold. It's a safety mechanism that'll make the whole thing stop working once it's broken. Wow, that's great, Wag. I'm impressed. You've really grown up. Really? You mean it? Then does that mean I can make it my own? Make it on my own like Winky? Eventually, sure, but don't worry about that unless I get captured. Okay, let's sneak in and get that gate open. These Sheffield fairies have treated us to a lot of good booze. This is the least we can do to repay. Oh crap, it's the Queen's army! They're already here! Forget the gate, Wag. Stay out of sight here and keep an eye on things. Damn it, we're a little too late. This is gonna be a bloodbath. Huh? But why can't we open the gate then? Wouldn't that help? Don't be stupid. Didn't I teach you to play it safe? What's the most important thing in the world? Your life, right? Then you gotta take good care of it. After all, what's the point of having something valuable if you don't save it for when it really counts? Hey, yeah, you're right. We can't sell ourselves short. Okay, then let's stay here in the sewer until... Rob, look! Over there! Someone's sending the Queen's soldiers flying! It's Annis! Annis is here to save us! I told you, she's called Mashu now! Anyway, change of plans. Let's sneak into the guardhouses while she's got everyone's attention. Woo! Alright! Way to go, Mashu! That's our child of prophecy! The Queen's army bore down on the panicked fairies crowding around the rear gate. The guards advanced to meet them, but could not make it through the press of so many bodies. Soon the Queen's soldiers would set upon the fairies, trying desperately to escape. Once first blood was shed, there would be no going back. The fairies were too frightened to think straight, so the Queen's soldiers regarded them as violent dissidents. Soon the rear gate would become a bloodbath from which none would escape alive. Unless, of course, she had something to say about it. Ah! Oh! Lady Mashu, what are you doing here? I came to help. Can you open the rear gate, Lute? I'm not authorized to make that call, but then again... If the Lord's Lady wishes to pass through the gate, I guess we have no choice but to open it. Thank you. Not at all, milady. I was this close to doing something I would have regretted forever. Some guard I turned out to be. Someone help me open the gate, and hurry! Don't let the Queen's army into the guardhouses. Don't let them touch the safety mechanisms either. If you see anyone suspicious in there, kill them. Uh-oh. I've located a fairy that appears to be the child of prophecy. Moving in for the kill. You four with me. The rest of you dispose of these fairies. I guess I don't know the endings of Higurashi off the top of my head like that. Don't let a single seed of dissent escape. Oh no, you don't. You're facing me and me alone. If it's bloodshed you want, then it's bloodshed you'll get. This Mashu's like awesome. I am Tamlin Galahad, the Knight of Sheffield. What? I am your enemy, and I'll stop you all right here, right now. How did she remember she's Galahad? That's nifty. I'm glad to have the old Mashu back, like, fighting-wise. Okay, damn, alright, Pyra, Mithra, or Nia, who's the best waifu? Pyra. Pyra. Easy, easy peasy. Haha. Itomo! Oh. Well, your criticals can hit me. Alright, so what is your NP again, little one? Oh, you heal. Right, right. You don't hurt people. Yukkoi shotto! Spin hoid! Alright, we're without our defenses again. The shipping side of the Fate fandom? She represents that? Mashi's keeping everybody safe.
よっこいしょっといい
よっ
感
こいしょっと。
じ。急げや急げ、明日が納期だ。ブライダルスピンホイール。多すぎてもお裁縫ハンマー特艦仕事。
はあはあ。はあ。
了解。押し切ります。ターゲット。
いや
倒します。
Did someone ever call you old man? I think maybe someone has before.
新名いいとも。私は最悪の全ての傷、全ての怨恨を癒す我らが故郷。権限せよ、ロードキャメロット。これ使う？いっちゃうぜ。
You can do nothing to me. For I am invincible.
いい感じ。急げや急げ、明日が納期だ。ブライダルスピンホイール。
Any plans for streaming old school games? If I had enough of an economy streaming games, I would play a lot of different games. Lately, I've been playing the Valis series, which is like old school 2D Bikini Armor Warrior platformer game. That was on the PC Engine, and it's really cool.
了解、了解。押し切ります。
The story in this, it's good. Aren't you reading it along with me, though? You should be able to tell if the story's good yourself as well. But maybe it's a little different from someone who's, like, deep into Fate versus otherwise. Have I been emulating to do that? No, actually. They released the collection of the Valis games on Switch, so that was pretty cool. Dude, I answered your question, Dark Knight. I said maybe someone has. I'm pretty sure, but it's not common. They just showed an FF7 Rebirth trailer. Did they give a release date, Kengo X77? And did they show any new playable characters? Those are the two things I guess I want to know. It's open! The Child of Prophecy opened the gate for us! I don't see any of the Queen's soldiers outside. This is our chance to escape! Yay! Alright, looks like our work here is done. Come on, Mashu, let's run for it too. Coming out next year in 2 discs. Interesting. That's gonna be pretty epic. Well, 2 discs on PS5. Is it going to be PS5 exclusive at this point? Early 2024 on 2 discs showed a number of team attacks with the group. Interesting. Yeah, but what specific characters? Don't worry about the city. Bogart can handle it. Whatever else you can say about him, he's still a great knight. He knew this might happen when he began his rebellion. You don't have to share that responsibility with him. This is his last stand, no one else's. So we got Yuffie in Red 13. Cool. Good, good. Habitrot! Oh, they're trying to attack her. Hey, is this Lancelot? Yup. Escape is not an option. Your only options are to surrender and accept capture, or to die here and now. I don't know if she keeps her powers. I would like her to. What are the top 5 best in your anime figure collection? Good question. I've gotten Artoria from the last episode where she's in Avalon all happy slappy. I love that figure. I very much like my figure of Morgiana in her dancer outfit. I love my Velvet from Versaria very much. I mean, I've got a lot of figures that I love. It's hard to choose after that. Did I just be aware that the final boss fight in Lostbelt 6 Part 3? There's 3 parts to Lostbelt 6? What you talking about? I thought there were 2 parts. A foreigner in Castorias? Interesting. Glenn. Lancelot! It's Tamlin Lancelot! We're all gonna die! In JP, there were 3. Oh. Uh-oh. So... Okay. Oh, part 1 and 2 were fused for NA? So... I'm confused. Is that true, though? What is that, a fairy? A Tamlin, you say? For real? So that's the child of prophecy. Fine, this is annoying, but moving in to capture her. So... okay. But first, what was it you called yourself? Galahad or something? That's quite the name you threw out. Well, that's weird. So, on the 20th is when we're supposed to be able to play the next form, right? The 3rd is Truam? What? Galahad or something? That's quite the name you threw out. Oh crap, here she comes! Get ready, Mashu! Don't hold anything back against her. Who you cuddle more, your wife or your body pillow? Honestly, it's probably my dog at this point, but no, Ari-chan's been stuck in her special reclining chair for, like, the last several weeks. But otherwise, yeah, I do miss the cuddles. Do you got Steins Gate figure? I only have one, and it's... Actually, no, I have 2. They're both Kurisu, and, one of them's a swimsuit, and the other's, yeah. Dude, my dog is such a cuddle bucket. By the way, why did you call yourself Galahad? Who even is Galahad? Is he some boyfriend of yours you never told me about? Damn it. I don't know who Galahad is either. It just sort of came out. At any rate, everyone, please try to escape. I'll do my best to hold her off. Saw that someone I subscribed to was live. Who are you? Why did you subscribe to me? Oh, well... I would assume you like anime stuff and or Fate Stay Night stuff. I don't know, does Lancelot have an AoE? I guess we're gonna find out, aren't we? I'm going to use this and hope to God that's enough. Well, if we're gonna be calling it, what do you mean guessed 1/2 of her NP? I guess I don't understand what you're saying. What, does she do a Noble Phantasm, then change form, then do another Noble Phantasm type? Well, I'm gonna see if I can survive this. Although she has an awful lot of... Oh, she's doing an MP every single fight. Jesus.
位相展開精錬たる湖面月光を返す沈め
Oh, damn, even with all that. That's powerful.
やる
Aw, man, I at least wanted to heal. Fine, you're probably gonna kill me. Oh, that's because you're a cheater. You're a big, filthy cheater. I see this. I see this now.
はい落ち着い
What did I eat today?
てや
You call me Big Brother?
倒します
Sure?
君はもう私のものだ血も肉もこれても深い港に連れて行こうハイアングルトランスファー
Okay, well, that was a weird fight. I'm doing good. dai-chan. It's no use. Nothing's working on her. My strength is fading. I see. And here I thought your shield might be something special. But the Round Table's protection is useless against me. At least you know it's the Round Table. My mystics are just too powerful for it. Yeah, someone is telling me about Rebirth. Huh? That explosion came from the castle keep. Lord Bogart! Oh crap, she totally wants to go save him, doesn't she? I'm glad she doesn't look as defeated as she did a second ago, but come on! Oh, a second wind, you're tougher than you look. What did I eat today? Cereal. Shredded wheat and frozen blueberries in a bowl with milk. I see why you choose Galahad for your name, at least. But it's no use, child of prophecy. This ends now. You're not going anywhere. We don't need two children of prophecy. I guess it was just too soon for you to call yourself a Tam Lin, or to assume Galahad's name. Goodbye. Who did that? Whoa! Didn't expect you. Sorry about that. But that girl there's an acquaintance of mine. Is Right Stuff a great place to buy anime figures? I mean, they're a trustworthy place, for sure. You know you're not going to get a bootleg, and I know they'll package it properly. I didn't want to get involved, but I'd also rather she not die on me. Please stand down, Lancelot. Do that, and we can all just go home. No fuss, no muss. Are you the wolf who's been watching over me all this time? You knew? So much for the mysterious shtick. Use your doggo. Your instincts. No, your powers of observation are just as keen as ever. Anyway, I'll handle Lancelot here. Don't worry, I can at least buy you enough time to escape. Alright, thank you, robed person. Wait, the hell? I thought you were gonna run outside. Why are you heading back to the castle? Oi! I knew it. But what can you do? That's Mashu for you. Hey, Grimmer, is that you, right? It is you, right? Sorry to run since we haven't seen each other in forever, but thanks for this. Sure, no problem. I'm definitely not going to survive this, but oh well. Where do I buy my anime figures? Various places. Right Stuff is one of them. I've ordered from them before. Tokyo Otaku Mode if you're trying to go for ones that are like brand spanking new, but they're kind of a pain in the ass because you're ordering stuff that you won't see for like at least 6 months or more. So, mind facing me instead? It might cost me my life, but I can at least send you out flying out of the castle. Ooh. Grimmer, I see. So you're Grimmer the Sage, the savior from the Fey era's familiar. Now you're a servant who's been summoned to the era of the High Queen, and you still haven't learned. Her Majesty said I should dispose of you, so I will. I don't suppose you have any last words? Oh, sure. I like to take two away. Come on. But it did take too long to get through them all. Besides, we're both outsiders in Fairy Britain anyway. So let's just have some fun and not worry about the rest. Bling.
Ugh.
Wow, so you even deflected that one. I guess your skin really is tougher than Gawain's. But unfortunately for you, I don't care how tough your skin is. I only care about what's underneath it. I want to touch your muscles once they're all exposed, gushing blood. I want to make a belt from your guts. Well, go on, big guy. Scream for me. Scream from your insides being twisted all around. You'll just be like an old doll nobody wants to buy. Hey, watch it, milady. You almost got blood on me. I'm about to see an old friend here, you know? I gotta look my best. Oh, please. You were practically drenched in blood just a little while ago. Anyway, check this out, Beryl. See how miserable Bogart looks? First, a little charm to protect his hole into his likeness, and look, I can move him however I like. First we bend the arms, then we bend the legs, and so he's getting re-zeroed right now. That's the ugliest marionette I've ever seen. This spell you taught me is hilarious. Oh, that one? That's called fetish. It's a bit beyond me, but since you're a fairy, it's obviously no problem for you. If anything, it looks like a perfect fit for you. Even I didn't think you were gonna take it to this much. Take to it this much. Fetish? What a silly name. Okay, I'm gonna make this my noble phantasm. Whoever I use this on will be into my will turn into my plaything before they know what's happening. They'll be mine to do with as I please before they even know what's being done to them. Oh, this is awesome. I love it. Face left, face right, put your hands together in prayer. I can't think of a more pathetic way to die.
Damn you, Tristan. I'll never fall to the likes of...
Just shut up and die already. How the hell are you still alive when your heart's been torn to pieces anyway? Whoa there, milady. Don't finish him off just yet. Just keep it cool for now. I still need him alive for one last thing. At least for a little longer. Well, speak of the devil. Guess your wifey really loves you, huh, Mr. Lord? I'm kind of jealous. Bogart, are you okay?
Lie!
Hang on, Mashu! Can't you slow down what the hell? Catch you later, Jen. Why is Bogart all bloody and floating in the air? Did that girl sitting on the throne room do this to him? Hold on, Bogart. I'll get you down from there. Whoa there, not so fast. If you want Lord Bogart to live, you'd better not move a muscle. You did come here to save him, right? How about we start with a nice, peaceful discussion? After all, you were never too big on fighting and stuff, right, Mashu? You know who I am, don't you? But I'm afraid I don't. Have your memories right now, right? Oh yeah, I heard. What was his name again? Mikey, Minky, Funky? Whatever it was, he told me all about it. Man, you sure have been through a lot, huh, Mashu? I can only imagine how hard it was for you. But don't you worry, my name's Beryl Gut, and I'm here to rescue you from your hardships in this strange land. Don't be fooled by this pretty face. Behind it is a mind filled with information about your past. Now come on. Let's get back to New Darlington and have some fun, just like we used to. Don't trust him, Mashu. He's bad news. Lancelot was a bad matchup for us just because she was too strong. But he's just bad. No matter how strong or weak he might be, he reeks of blood down to his soul. Ah, right. Yeah, YouTube doesn't show videos even when you're subbed. It pisses me off. I feel the same way, even if I did know him. I can still tell that I shouldn't trust anything he says. Ouch, that hurts, Mashu. What happened to you? First you lose your memories, then you lose your way? Oh, right, I see. You must have gotten mixed up with the worst kind of fairies. Hey, I don't blame you. If I'd been palling around with a bunch of broke-ass bandits, I'd probably have trouble trusting people, too. But hey, don't worry, I'm still the same. What happened to the fairy who told you about me? Tell me, where is Winky now? I can't tell you that. I diddled my Winky. Thinking of you! I mean, I don't know or care where fairies go when they die, right? You... Huh? Who said you could move? At least she didn't break his Johnson. How do we know she didn't? We can't say that for sure. Huh? Who said you could move? No way! That hurt. I've heard of throwing people against a wall, but I've never had a wall thrown against me. Yikes! I guess I'd better do something before you literally turn me into mincemeat. The truth is, Mashu, neither me nor that Tam Lin there can beat you now. Not when you're a Tam Lin named after Galahad, the greatest knight of the Round Table ever produced. So I'm afraid we've got no choice but to play dirty. Do it, Tristan. You got it, like this, right? See, your beloved Lord Boggart is dangling outside the castle walls now. All I have to do is release this thread and he'll hit the ground head first. Normally a little drop like this wouldn't faze him, but since he's hanging on by a thread in more ways than one, I think it'll be enough to finish him off. Now, how much longer are you going to keep making moves on my man? Ugh, thanks, Lady Spinel. I swear, how did you know exactly what I had in mind? You're a genius. Of course I knew, Beryl. This is us we're talking about, and I know just what's going to happen next, too. What do you want? It doesn't seem like you're here to capture the Child of Prophecy, me, that is. Well, technically we did come here to kill the Child of Prophecy, but whether or not we do that kinda depends. See, we're actually in more dire straits here than we might seem. Even together, me and Lady Spinel are no match for you. And you'll never forgive us for tormenting Boggart there. So if he dies here, it's obvious we'll be the next ones to bite it. If you went nuts, there's not much we could do about it. I suppose you're right. I don't think I could stop myself either. Right? Which is why I propose a little wager. I'll let you in on a secret. I'm Morgan's master. Oh right, guess you didn't know what a master is now, do you? Basically, I'm kinda like Morgan's husband. No, you're not. If you kill me, both Morgan and her army will lose at least half their strength. So any child of prophecy worth her salt, or shield as it were, would never pass up the chance. And like I said earlier, not even the two of us combined could stop you now. While I hate to say this after I went to all the trouble of putting the show together, it'd be all for nothing if we fought. Or at least that would be the case if you didn't have our little insurance policy here. Understand? So you want me to let you go in exchange for Boggart's life? You want me to choose between killing you and saving him? No, I don't think we need to bother with that.
No!
The thread keeping Boggart in the air snapped. Beryl Gut was right. He did know the girl well. He knew that with the thread gone, she wouldn't hesitate to dive after Boggart to save his life. Boggart! See, even with her memories gone, she's still the same old Mashu. As far as I'm concerned, it won't matter if she never gets over her amnesia. Beryl Gut's laughter echoed through the ruins of the castle, after he had finished snickering at the girl's desperate rescue attempt. Okay, now we just have to bring this black barrel thing back with... Hey, Lady Spinel, what happened to the giant 3-meter-long cannon that was just here? Don't tell me it fell too. Seriously? Huh? Sorry, I was so absorbed in you that I didn't see what happened to it. Oh well, guess I can't blame you for that. Besides, it's no biggie. Alright, Lady Spinel, I think we've had enough fun for one night. What do you say we head back home? Are you sure? What about that Mashu girl? I thought you really wanted her. Well, sure, but remember how Morgan said to leave her alone? Besides, no one but Lancelot could take her now. Anyway, I'm just gonna have to think up another way to make her mine. I see, so she's stronger than I am. That little brat, I was so excited to tear her apart. Beryl Gut's a turd. Is it okay if I go kill the fairies here? I need to blow off some steam before I die from stress. Oh, don't worry. We just have to change our approach. Remember what I told you before? If you can't hurt the outside, rot the inside. If Mashu wants to rescue people as the child of prophecy, we'll let her do just that. That way it'll just be a matter of time until she feels her conscience weighing down on her. The more she goes around passing herself off as the child of prophecy, the more despondent she'll end up. That's just how things seem to work here in the land of the Fae. Did you save him? In the span of the few seconds it took for the two figures to fall from the castle keep to the courtyard, the girl made a desperate dash toward the castle wall, cradled Boggart in her arms, and turned to absorb the brunt of the impact herself. She knew it was the only thing she could do to keep Boggart alive. She hadn't accounted for his weight being added to her fall. I think Beryl's a piece of crap, and she couldn't even help but experience a short bout of dizziness upon standing up. I'm okay. What about you, Boggart? Are you alright?
Oh. More or less. Besides, this is my second time falling from that height.
Though panting and out of breath, Boggart's flippant remarks were as cutting as ever. The girl gave a great sigh of relief, but that relief proved short-lived. Boggart's body was cold as stone and his breathing faint and shallow. We need to get you to a medic right away, and I'm afraid everyone in the castle is...
It's alright. I know all the medics are gone.
I'm doing great, King of Weebs.
I can hear the sounds of the swords clashing, flames spreading, and my soldiers' battle cries and death throes. So the enemy has made it inside the castle.
Yes, they have. By the time I got back, it was already too late.
Why did you?
Catch you later, Drifter.
Never mind. Just take me to the rear gate. I trust you can do that since you came all this way for me.
Of course, but Abatrot still isn't... I'm right here. Jeez, I can't believe you just jumped out of the castle like that. Still, it did turn out to be the fastest way to escape, so I guess it all worked out. Oh, thank goodness. I guess I should have known you would be light on your feet, Habby Cat. You know it, plus my spinning wheel here can actually fly a bit. Trust me, it's a lot more versatile than it looks. But don't call me Habby Cat. It makes me too happy. Right. Okay, I'm going to take Boggart to the rear gate. Would you cover for me, Habitrot? Habitrot nodded, of course. The girl tried to lift Boggart's great bulk. Only to realize the magical energy that had been surging through her moments ago had vanished. Between her battle with Lancelot and the fall she had just taken, she had long since reached her limit.
You fool! Timeline or not, you're still half human.
Stop, Boggart, you mustn't. You're in no condition to carry me. Please, put me down. I can walk on my own.
Don't be ridiculous. You don't even have the strength to escape my grip.
Oh yeah, the new Rurouni Kenshin.
Come, the rear gate is this way. Hurry.
What is your favorite anime type? I don't know if I have a type that's my favorite. Depends on just the quality of it all. Boggart picked the girl up and roughly staggered forward as quickly as his bloody body could move, which was of course not very quick at all. But he kept on, slowly but surely, like a groom carrying his bride across the threshold. Usually I don't like anime like battle shonens. Those are usually my least favorite. But he kept on, slowly but surely, like a groom carrying his bride across the threshold. Oh man, I think it's even worse now. There are more fairies packed in front of the gate now than ever, Boggart. There's no way we can get close without the Queen's soldiers spotting us. Up to that point, Habitrot had been able to keep them away from the Queen's soldiers. But that luck was not to last. If they were to approach the gate now, all eyes would be on Boggart and the Child of Prophecy.
You're right. It's fortunate that the gate is already open, but at this rate... No, we can still get through the gate. If we stay here, it will only be a matter of time until they find us anyway. Thanks to you, I've got a good deal of my strength back. I can run now. Some of my citizens still can't make up their minds about whether they should stay or go. I have to help them escape. Keep your head down until we're outside. Child of Prophecy, I don't want you drawing attention to yourself now.
Huh? Okay, if you say so.
Alright, let's go.
Harems? They can be okay. I usually don't care for them as much, though.
What are you fools doing? The castle is falling. The battle on the main street is over. The Queen's soldiers are headed this way. Escape through the rear gate and get to the Twisted Hall in Thistle Hill. I trust you know what I mean by that, my fellow Sheffielders.
Lord Boggart, you're alive! But Thistle Hill's Twisted Hole is a one-way road. That's where the night call...
That's where I'm going. If any of you have any other prospects, you're free to take them, but don't stay here. Don't you hear that? Gawain's black dogs, the main force of the Queen's army, are headed this way. Quick, get to the Thistle Hill! Get to the chopper!
At Boggart's command, the fairies began scrambling through the rear gate. As he carried the girl in his arms, Boggart himself continued to walk through the gate, slowly, calmly, setting an example to keep the nearby fairies from panicking. I'm impressed, Boggart, but how's getting them outside gonna help? Look behind us, the Queen's army really is hot on our heels. They'll catch up to these fairies in no time unless someone closes the gate. Huh? The gate's closing. Wow, Boggart, I'm impressed. Was it set up to do that automatically when you pass through it?
Yes, I suppose. By some curious stroke of luck it was.
Huh? You mean it wasn't intentional? Hearing Boggart speak through clenched teeth, the girl sensed something was amiss. She lifted her head and turned back to look at the now far-off gate. Huh? Wait, please, wait! Goodbye! Goodbye! Oh, Mashu, I wanna cuddle you! Thank you for rescuing me that day. Thank you for giving me a name. Thank you for always smiling at me. Still cradled in Boggart's arms, the girl gathered all her strength to wave back at the two fairies with the brightest smile she could muster. I can't believe it! Boggart's alive! And is that Mashu there with him? Then she must have made it back in time to save him. That's great, I can't believe she pulled it off. But with the gate still open... Oh crap, even at this distance, Mashu's looking real pale. Ah, so they're the ones who shut it. Lancelot must have gotten her. That's gotta be why Boggart's carrying her. But hey, at least now we can get away. What a relief. Come on, Rob, let's go after them. This is our chance to travel with Mashu again. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice. Hell, maybe we could even make Boggart part of the gang. He'd make the perfect bodyguard. That way, Mashu's job would get a little easier, too. I bet Winky wouldn't be too happy about it, though. But before we get to that, there's something else we gotta do first. Huh? What do you mean, Rob? Is it important? Yup, real important. And we're the only ones who can do it. I can't do it alone. No, it's something we have to do, Wag. Are you okay, Rob? Is something wrong? Did you have a harem, right? That's not even a complete sentence. I'm not sure what you're asking. Whatever it is, you can tell me. You're my big brother. Whatever you're gonna do, I'm game. Thanks, Wag. Alright then, let's close the gate. Don't worry, I still remember what you told me before. All we have to do is lower the levers to close the gate, then destroy the safety mechanisms so they can't be opened again. That'll trap the Queen's soldiers inside for a good while. Huh? But Rob, that'd mean we... Now I gotcha. Okay, Rob, just leave it to me. We can at least say goodbye, right? We wouldn't want Mashu to worry about us. No, we wouldn't. And since the Queen's soldiers are gonna break into the guardhouses anyway, we might as well run up to the top of the gate. From there. Okay, good. I just made eye contact with Boggart. He's sharper than he looks, so I'm sure he'll figure out what's going on.
What are you fools doing?
Boggart's resonant voice rang through the town square. While it did snap the fairies out of their panic, it also altered the Queen's army, alerted the Queen's army to their location. Yeah, I saw your thing. I can't promise I'll do it soon, though. Okay, let's do this, Wag. You know, I think this is the most excited I've been since we got to Fairy Britain. You said it, Rob. We might have been in all sorts of trouble before, and my life wasn't always easy here. But now I'm real glad we came. Sacrificial goblins. And so the two brothers closed the gate. It goes without saying that the Queen's soldiers were none too pleased. Once they found the fairies hiding in the guardhouses, the pair became the target of an army's frustration. You have a harem of your genderbender girls? I mean, yes and no. You guys were talking about the red cap thing before, but I still don't know much about him. The brother saw Boggart shrinking into the distance, and in his arms, the girl looking back at them. Look, Rob, it's Mashu. She sees us. Hey, Mashu, I'm glad you're okay. I wish I was smart enough to say this better, but thanks for saving our lives. Thanks for everything. Rob looked with sadness and pride at his brother happily waving at the girl. The sound of boots echoed louder from downstairs. Soon the brothers' journey would be over. You know, putting your life on the line to protect what's most important to you is kinda nice. Ah, screw it. Who cares about the Queen's soldiers? I'm gonna wave to her too. Bye, Mashu. Take care. Don't worry about us. You paid us back and then some long ago. Thanks again for saving us. Prophecy or no prophecy. You're the weirdest knight I've ever met, but I wouldn't have it any other way. This was the best trip I have ever had. I'll never forget it. Oh. Wonder if she saw that part. Later, some of the Queen's knights went out to search for the escapees, but Boggart and the others were nowhere to be seen. And so the Battle of Sheffield came to an end, with the voices of two fairies waving right up to their final moments. I do prefer American mayonnaise. That QP stuff is okay, I guess, but it's not... It ain't the same. I don't care for it as much. You defended him or defeated him? The fairies who escaped from Sheffield evacuated to a cave north of the city. The twisted hole of Thistle Hill, a dread cave known to be home to a single night call. Boggart said he had readied the cave to serve as a shelter in the event of an emergency. He said he had defeated the night call himself and that it was now a perfectly safe hideout. Naturally, it contained stores of food for humans, and the fairies' favorite kind of oak trees. Boggart had done his duty as the Lord of Sheffield, but now... Please, Lord Boggart, drink this. It's thistle morning dew. It should at least keep you from getting parched. Boggart had gone still, his body horribly cold. The light drained from his eyes. His strength hadn't really returned. His march to safety had been one final act of defiance from the Lord of Sheffield.
Child of Prophecy, are you there?
Yes, Lord Boggart, I'm right here.
Lord, huh? Well, it makes sense. There are other fairies here after all. This cave leads to eastern Aldivna, or Aldverna, Britain's Leyline Caverns.
I have not watched all of High School DxD, no.
They can take you to any of the other cities without needing to set foot above ground. You can use them to make your escape. Guards, now that you've shaken the Queen's pursuers, you're to remain here for the time being. Whatever you do, do not ask Knocknarea for protection. She may be magnanimous to those who join, but she's ruthless to any who try to leave.
I wasn't too thrilled about it, honestly. It's just not my kind of show.
She's little better than Morgan. If you must seek help, go south and find the Round Table. Oh!
Lord Boggart, please, you need to rest. Don't worry, my fellow guards and I will keep the people of Sheffield safe. This crazy thing happened in a Subway sandwich. The worker came in and... They came in the what? Salad? Don't worry, my fellow guards and I will keep the people of Sheffield safe.
The people of Sheffield, huh? I built Sheffield out of anger at being banished from Norwich 100 years ago. I never realized it until now, but I cared more about it than I realized. Being the lord of his domain and its people, it gave me a fiery sense of purpose. Yes, I did hate Morgan. I hated Woodward and Spriggan too. I wanted to rule Fairy Britain to get revenge on all of them. But the truth is, I wanted to protect Norwich as well.
Oh, it came in a sandwich, yes.
I wanted to save my people and live up to their expectations of me.
See, that doesn't make much sense to me, because you're making the sandwich right in front of people. So you kind of would have to see him do it, right? Unless he like already jizzed in a receptacle and then put that stuff on there. Gotta go to bed. Catch you later, Cool Kermit.
I wanted to save my people and live up to their expectations of me. And above all, I wanted to go back home, back to that city of sticky ocean wind and antsy crafts fairies. How strange. I always thought I hated that city's restless atmosphere. Do you understand these odd feelings, child of prophecy?
Yes, I do. You've described a hometown. Your hometown. Right from the start, you were rallying soldiers just so you could save Norwich, Lord Bogart.
Ha! I must have been more transparent than I thought. Lol. Oh. Tell me, child of prophecy, you who hates war, whatever happened to that iron cylinder?
She shook her head from side to side, unsure if Bogart could even see her.
I see. It seems I unwittingly gave you an excuse to escape. I don't regret anything I did as the Lord of Sheffield, but... Mashu, right to the end, I wanted...
And so Boggartly quietly breathed his last. Even as the fairies grieved the loss of their lord. They were troubled by worry over what tomorrow may bring. But just when the mood in the cave couldn't get any more despondent, the lone girl raised her head with a strong sense of purpose. Lady Mashu, where are you going with your shield? Hey, she's not Boggart's wife anymore, so what are you gonna do now, Mashu? I'm going to Norwich. Norwich, Lady Mashu? By yourself? Yes, and not because I may be the child of prophecy. I'm going because Norwich needs help. Right now I want to save it more than anything. I feel like that's what I have to do. Then we'll come with you. It's our job to keep the child of prophecy safe. Don't be daft. Your guys' job is to protect the townspeople, right? I know how you feel, but you can't just abandon your posts like that. Not unless you want Boggart haunting you from the afterlife. Well, yes, that's true, but we can't leave Lady Mashu out alone. She won't be alone. I'm going with her. Plus, we have a guide right here. Mr. Wolf! I knew you would stay with me. You did not die, huh? What do you think of that subway worker? It's disgusting. I'm sure they got fired, and I'm sure there was a big old lawsuit or something attached to it. The wolf turned away without so much as a sound and began walking away. Deep into the dark caverns that lead to the labyrinth known as the Odvena. Huh? You mean we're leaving right now? Somebody's impatient. Then again, I guess time isn't exactly on our side. If we're going to take the Odvena, it'll take us over a week to get to Norwich. And since there's no telling when this calamity pool might make a move, we don't have any time to rest. I suppose you're right. The Odvena is a dangerous place. You would only slow Lady Mashu down if we went along. Good luck, Lady Mashu, and thank you for bringing Lord Bogart back to us. Not at all. Thank you for everything you've done for me. Take care of yourselves, everyone. I'm off to save Norwich as the Knight of Sheffield. And so the girl's journey truly began. While there were other dangers for her to overcome in the Odvena, those stories will have to wait for another time! The other child of prophecy would make her way through the labyrinth, befriending new fairies along the way, to arrive in the fateful city of Norwich. What will happen there? You'll just have to wait and see in the main story. Who the hell's our narrator? This is so weird. Back to the autumn forest for another 1,000,000 episodes. Stretchy time. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay, Oberon. You don't know what a MILF is? I like the idea that because they put these frickin' prophecies out there, because prophecies are so damn vague, other people might fit the description. It's a good plot. And that's where things stand in Britain. Get it now? You mean you traveled across all of Britain in only 2 days? And in that tiny body, no less? It was tight enough to make the end of the year rush feel like a leisure trip. I hope you get that too. Nope, sorry, I don't get it at all. It just feels like I've been subjected to a slideshow of somebody else's vacation. You've got to fill us in on at least a few specifics. All I've got from that slideshow is peaceful, peaceful, dangerous, peaceful, gobsmacked. Hey, wake up! Sorry about that. I always lose a bit of intelligence when I switch to my recon form. Long story short, nothing major is happening in Gloucester or Salisbury. In Camelot, rumor has it that the Queen has begun preparing some kind of massive spell. The Calamity Pool is apparently going to tear through Norwich in a few days. And in Sheffield, the stronghold up north, well, I didn't learn much of anything there, since there was no one there anymore. But why Norwich? All I can say there is that the time is now right. You and Da Vinci are serious about saving Britain now. And for the first time, Artoria has companions she knows she can depend on, not to mention Muramasa's extra muscle. Honestly, I wish we still had at least a little more firepower to work with, but this is probably the best we can hope for. After all, there really isn't any time to spare. If you're going to go to Norwich, it's now or never. Is that really it? Are you sure there isn't another reason? I noticed you didn't seem like yourself when you were telling us about Sheffield. Who, me? Don't be silly. Of course I was myself. The idea that if we're lucky we might gain a powerful new ally from Sheffield never even crossed my mind. Besides, I said we were just taking a short break here, right? Is Yume Ren really a MILF? She didn't have any kids. It's not a good idea to stay in one place for too long now. You guys have a lot of eyes on you after all. I mean, it would be nice to have a proper base, but my forest isn't cut out for that. If an enemy were to invade us here, we wouldn't even last a day. Now, Chef... Want to buy all the Garden of Sinners movies and add them to my Blu-ray collection? Hopefully they still have them on sale. I don't know. They were kind of expensive back in the day, but I think they made them cheaper after all this time. Whoops, sorry, that just slipped out. Anyway, the most important thing we need now is more allies, which is why I'm saying Norwich should be our next stop. You get it, right, Sarah? I've heard that declaration she made, too. You know as well as I do that Artoria needs to be a good child of prophecy now as confidence and to get some accomplishments under her belt. Exactly. If she's going to save all of Britain, the best way to get started is by saving a city. Now I gotcha. If you can get rid of a calamity that even Queen Morgan's given up on, that'll change the child of prophecy from rumor to reality. Nobody would doubt she was the real deal after that. I mean, that's true, but I'm not sure if I'm powerful enough to just get rid of this calamity pool just yet. Oh, sure you are. Long as you got the kind of spirit you showed at the auction house, you can do anything. You like Oberon? Worst case, it'll be learning a new experience. Don't worry, if you end up falling to pieces over it, I'll pick them up for you. Besides, isn't being reckless kind of your thing? You know what I'm talking about, right, Sarah? True, that spirit you showed me at the auction house should definitely get you through this, too. What do you mean? I always play things safe. That's right, she does. Yeah. Oh, it's Gareth. Oh, she's so cute. She's cute. She's so cute. I love the cheeky. I love the cheekies. Oh, she's so cute. Welcome to the party, Gareth. Welcome to the party, Gareth. Artoria's like a big fuzzy bear who's got it all. Bravery, spirit, speed, the works. I just know, I'm so sure that she'll find a way to save Norwich, too. So let's get going right now. Come on, Norwich. Calamity City awaits us. Together, I know we can all save Britain. Who are you? Oh yes, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Gareth, a vagrant with plans to become Artoria's attendant. Huh? A stalker. Well, I know what MILF stands for. But that also means she has to be a mother, so... Which soundtrack out of all the routes do you prefer to listen to? That's a tough one. How's my cat doing? Pretty good, I bet. I think he's just sleeping now. Here, lunch. Oh, thanks. It's real nice of you guys to feed me like this. Man, all the fruit you've been giving me the last 2 days has been so yummy. This forest is great. Yay! I'm sorry, but can we get back on track? It sounds like... That's right, I've been following you guys since you left Gloucester. Well, since you left the auction house specifically, the way you handled Tristan was amazing. Every fairy scared to death of her, but you totally shut her down verbally and mage-craftily. I haven't been eating nothing but vegetables every day for 16 years for nothing. Start over with a parlor trick class for babies. Just remembering those classic lines makes me want to improve my own vocabulary. Anyway, that was when I knew without a doubt that you were the master I was meant to serve. I don't know how many days we have to save this. At least in the overall spectrum. Like, obviously time moves different in the Lostbelt than out. Do give your cat a nice kiss on the forehead. I will. I will. I will cuddle him, too. I own each one. How many pets you have? Oh, pets. Pets. Dude, you gotta learn to spell, bro. This is getting hard. I got 2. Got a doggy and a kitty. Kana and Kenshin. Anyway, that was when I knew without a doubt that you were the master I was meant to serve. And of course, I've been observing your exploits after Gloucester, too. I love her big shiny eyes. You didn't hesitate to help fairies in need, no matter how shady they seemed. I don't know of any other fairy in all of Britain who can trust others like you have. I don't know how much about Einzel's prophecy or what the rumors say. But I do know you're destined to save Britain. So please, Artoria, please come with, let me come with you on your pilgrimage. I know I'm just a low-class fairy who's been flitting from city to city up till now, but I'm certain I can be of use to you. Gosh, I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm not really anything special, so being someone's lord? I don't know. You do know you've got a huge grin on your face, right, Artoria? Ah! Huh, I do. Okay, Artoria. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Let me ask you something. Why do you want to be Artoria's attendant? You said you're not interested in either Einzel's prophecy or the rumors, right? Have you seen those videos where dogs wander outside before coming back inside the house only to bring a friend with them? I don't think I have, no. So if you don't believe in the child of prophecy, why devote yourself to her? Well, to be honest, I really have just been a vagrant up until now. I don't even know what kind of fairy I am. She's a Corgi mix. I'm not part of the Wind Clan, or the Earth Clan, or the Fang Clan. I'm not especially good at anything. But the one thing I've always had is a purpose. This time I want to keep everyone safe. This time I want to be able to put up a real fight. And I want to help all the people I see suffering everywhere I go. That's always been my purpose. But I'm not very strong. All I can really do is bite my tongue and grit my teeth. So far, I've only managed to get by using my iron weapon to destroy Moors. Then one day I saw one of the Queen's Tam Lin from a distance, and I immediately thought, I want to be a knight like that too. Oh, a bear cub? Yeah, no kidding, if you brought that home. I want to be a knight who can keep everyone safe. I want to serve a king I can truly respect. Probably Sakura from Fate. Revi smokes too much. But soon after I heard that Queen Morgan was actually a bad king, and the only job of the Tam Lin was killing Moors. And I thought my dream could never come true in Britain as it stands now. But then I heard that a fairy who could save all of Britain would be up for auction, so even though I didn't have much hope, I snuck in to see for myself. Then I had my fateful encounter with Artoria there, and my dream of becoming a fairy knight, a knight, finally came true. Well, it hasn't come true just yet, but it feels like it may as well have, so... Anyway, that's my reason. Now do you understand why I want to serve her? Oh yes, I get it. Looks like we'll just have to let you come along then. I thought Morgan might have sent you here to spy on us, but no spy would ever be so awkward. And since it looks like both Artoria and Sarah are in favor of joining us, I have no objections of you joining us. Besides, we can always use more fighters on our side. Glad to have you, Gareth. Oh, by the way, you said you didn't know what kind of a fairy you were? Well, now you do. Since you're Artoria's very first retainer, that makes you Gareth the Squire. Okay, so you want to see my pets, huh? Okay, I can try and show you the pets. Give me a second, though. I have to switch my webcam out. And that looked right at me, huh? Alrighty. Let me get the pets for you. Wait a second. Transform. Fit to screen. There we go. I'll be right back. Hannah, who's my corgi? Come here, girl. Up, up. You're on candid camera. Wah. Who's the corgi girl? Who's the corgi girl? She's a corgi bear. She's a corgi, little corgi. She's my kind of bear. I love her everywhere. Ah. She's a good girl. She's like, I don't want to be held right now. She loves to lick. It's like her favorite thing. Okay, now I'll go get the kitty. I don't know where he is, though. Here comes the cat. Here comes the cat. Here is the kitty, and I love him so much. I do like my place. It's nice finally being able to, like, own a place instead of rent. I'm gonna put him up here. Maybe he'll chill here with us. Look at my wall scrolls. Ah! If I can aim it properly. No, I can't aim it. All right, there we go. Got some Asuna going on. Got some Parasite Eve. Got some Miku, some Mordred. This is just in one room. I've got tons of wall scrolls. Got Shining Hearts. Another Miku, Mikasa, Yoko. Lots of pictures. Lots of goodies. Artoria protecting the computer. And, why the hell can't I think of their name? Ururu and Sarana? No, shit, I can't remember. The two girls from Utaware Romano. Some lewds. Lots of goodies. No, it was not a Tamamo. I do not have a Tamamo. Actually, I have a Tamamo somewhere, but not right there. Oh yeah, I do have a Samus. Dude, I've face revealed several times before. It's not a super secret. Oh shit, did I... The game froze. I might have to reset.